Hello. This is week 2 of or Esports Overwatch Clash. This will be Pittsburgh Puffles versus the Wumpus Waves. Okay. I don't know honestly about this match. It's a little bit baffling for me.
Yeah.
All I know is I've talked to a Dante fan earlier. She said she's been playing Lucio in the off season, and then they played Lucio yesterday. I'm just
Maybe it's a new leaf, right? No more,
no more
no
Ajax
more
leaf.
Life Weaver. No more Not the Fan Life Weaver. We're done with it. It's the Lucio now.
Maybe the Weaver's not strong anymore. To be fair.
This is true. Weaver's had a rough few weeks really. I don't think we don't have like bans or map picks yet. I'm pretty sure. Still
Yeah,
waiting
nothing
on
yet. I
some
know
players.
I'm not used to the big brain to DPS. That is what a surprise for me this season.
Yeah, I know. The Waves at least have had an interesting, some problems with their rosters. Um, some high SR players forcing people to move around a little bit. Nesquik's being that high SR, hit scan, maybe forcing someone like Big Brain to play, the DPS they're not used to playing.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been a terrible look, honestly. In week 1 the Waves they did lose, but they took 2 maps with this roster with Big Brain DPS, so maybe it's actually GOAT.
I see in match chat. I don't want to leak much, but I see in match chat from Panini it says I quote joined VC. Awesome.
Yeah, so I believe it's gonna be a ringer situation.
For
Unless I'm mistaken, unless Panini's just but I'm pretty sure Panini is ringing for onshore Rook,
oh,
um,
okay.
who isn't available here. Still waiting on a few players of the Puffles. They aren't in the lobby quite yet, so. And still no map pick or hero bans, anything like that.
Yep. Ban or map.
Panini's saying, "Hurry up before I get cut." Maybe it seems like maybe onshore Rook is gonna show up at some point, and
We pick KR U ban first.
okay, KR
Okay.
map there.
Those
How do you feel about KR as a map?
I don't like it. To be
You
honest,
don't like KR?
I'm not a KR guy.
Wow, that's like controversial. A lot of people say it's like the best map in the whole game. You don't like it. Is there a reason why you don't like it?
Too much KR.
Oh, you just play it too much? Yeah, I actually understand that. I do see some people complaining that like whenever they get it in their rank games, like the map voting, that people always just vote for KR over everything else.
Definitely.
So I can understand that. But I personally, I don't think too much KR is everything, because that map is just like so fun that if there was only one map in the game, I'd want it to be KR.
There's a Venture
To
Diva
be honest.
on stream. It's just that it's not loading properly, so I'm going back to the starting screen. Well,
Oh.
try that
Yeah, I think the ban screen has had some issues. I think Wu Yang was a little busted, but it's gonna be the Venture and the Diva ban coming through. It was the
And Diva is also having
what
issues
is
on
it?
the screen, I will say. So that's fun.
So Diva banned first from the waves because the Puffles picked first map.
Oh, Sonic wants to ban Freya.
I do think this is an interesting. Are they banning Freya?
What?
Instead of Venture?
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh no, I think Silver Tulls is just trolling because they're
Okay,
not
Silver-
actually on a team.
Oh.
Silver Tulls is just like fake banning Diva. Well,
Oh, wait, so it's... Huh? Okay, so it's Freya Diva.
I think it is the Freya. Yes, yeah, I think it's Freya.
Freya Diva.
But Diva for sure. Interesting. I think I actually like the Diva ban. We've seen Sonic play a lot of Diva. It's one of the heroes. He's been really comfortable on tank, so get rid of that right away. I imagine we'll see Sonic just play Mauga instead, because that's like the other one that he's played a lot of.
Probably.
So as we're finally getting into the map here, and we reset the map. What?
Okay.
Surely we get in the game.
Will be... That's correct.
Oh, predict Tankby loses because he sucks. Interesting from the spectators in the lobby here. Some shade going around.
Now we're actually in game.
Initiating match.
Yes. Obviously, the Puffles, they had a really good week one, you know, taking care of business against the P.E.K.K.A.s, the Waves, losing in that heartbreaking reverse sweep, trying to bring it back here in week two. You know, and we'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah. So Panini is going to be ringing for onshore Rook, at least for the first few maps. And it seems like Void Fiber is going to play Venture. Quick to everyone act surprised. You know, no shocker there. And Sonic's actually going to be playing Ram, so it's actually not the Mauga that we've seen from him whenever Diva's banned. He's actually working for Matra instead.
The monks do not mind heals. What is stopping you?
I don't know. Maybe I have asthma?
5, 4,
So
3, 2, 1.
here we go in.
Attackers incoming. Let's clear. Defend
Yeah, not even gonna get it. Just gonna swap the Tracer. Dante Fan thought about the Lucio, and they said we're back to Mercy. You know, for all this hype with the Dante Fan Lucio, I feel like I was scammed. I was scammed.
Or Moira or Mercy, and I assumed it was a Lucio. But I guess
Yeah, it
Mercy
turns out
here.
she has some Mercy. But it's gonna be the Waves here, trying to take this early high ground. Void gonna go for that dig, not able to find anything. They're just gonna get Big Brains set up on this high ground with this Mercy pocket here. Just trying to fish for picks.
It looks like Waves are walking.
Yeah, Void Fiber once again digging in, not able to get it. Meanwhile, Nesquik's in the back line, going on a slice spread, gonna get that first pick as the slow game pays off for the Waves. But Void Fiber answers right back, killing Big Brain and Dante Fan. HP sec now, he's forced to use that TP on point. Void Fiber gets a 3K already, and the Waves go down with a 4K from Void Fiber.
That was good. I think it's definitely winnable. It's just the Wood Fiber is very good character.
Yeah, you need to be very cautious of them at all times, right? You ignore them for 1 second and like your whole team is dead, you know? Nesquik's now moving over to the Pharah, decided the Tracer was not the play, as Void Fiber once again with another pick. As Nesquik also gets shot at this guy from an ice skill from Canopy. And the Wave's forced to back up again.
Here comes a big one.
He's okay though.
Catch me if you can.
But now we're starting to come up on some ultimates here for the Puffles. Void Fiber already got that tectonic surge or whatever it's called. I forget what the ventral. Tectonic shock, that's the one. Likes to use it here in the back line. Looking for some picks. Not able to find anything. Actually, Nesquik takes down Void Fiber to start. Panini now in trouble. Getting frozen by the Lizard of Tanic B. No Suzu there to save him. Tanic B actually gets another with a headshot on HB Sec. The res there is there from Dante Fan, but she will fall nonetheless. And it's going to be the annihilation from Sonic Ronic just to finish off the fight. It looked a little scary there with Void Fiber dying first, but the waves are going to fall again. They do get the faster spawns here, so they might try to go fast on this one. Oh my god, Void Fiber. Void Fiber gets Nesquik out of the sky, drilling him in the air. This guy's a beast.
I'm gonna play with Void Fiber last season. Number 1. How do you do it? That's my fault. But also, he is surprisingly good at taking out flyers as the vengeance.
Yeah, but that time, flashbang from Nesquik gonna shut them down. Panini now going with his own annihilation. The Weeying ult does pick up Big Brain, but Sonic Ronic is completely caught in the backline. T3 Zuzu from Sandy, he's able to keep him alive. Now the respawns here though, Big Brain back, catches Sandy. The wave still, here is 4. Trying to walk forward, Tanic B's gonna fall as well. Now 5v3 advantage here for the waves. Starting to try to get this objective going. Void Fiber still lurking on the high ground. Gonna probably go for some recontest here. Going on the point now. Gets flashbang though from Nesquik, and it's gonna fall. And with the fall of Void Fiber, I think that's gonna be the first cap here.
Not a bad time bank for the waves. It is definitely doable.
Well,
not preferable.
it is about as worst it could have been considering it was overtime, so it couldn't have been worse.
I mean, yeah.
Lizard coming in, freezes Panini up. Suzu was there, but he gets frozen again. Is gonna be able to live though, I think. Yes, gets the form off in time, is gonna live. And honestly, I think this cast pick from Nesquik has actually made all the difference. We've seen 2 fights in a row where Nesquik has been on cast that Void Fiber has gotten hindered and died. And that's really what they need to do, is just, can you shut down Void Fiber?
This last season I played Void Fiber, but there was a cast lead.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh! Maywall from Tanic B blocks off the Kitsune Rush from HV Sec. Counter Kitsune Rush coming in now from Sandy, but Void Fiber's already down. More ults come in here for the Puffles, and it seems like they're gonna get it done, but it cost them 4.
Great. I mean, that was a fight win, but I don't think we want that. All we have is Panic Beat Blizzard, and that's all we got.
Yeah, Dr. Fan now on this Lucio with 85% to the beat. You know, Panini coming in with this annihilation, Nesquik's with the high noon as well. I imagine they'll try to play it fast with these ults and then beat mid-fight if they can. So far it's just the Rams going in, Panini coming in with this annihilation, Suzu forced out early. Slice Bread gonna go down, Big Brain with 2 picks to start the fight off. Sonic's gonna fall as well. It's a 3K for Big Brain. And that should be the second point capped here for the Waves.
Very close to the game here.
Yeah, that was a good fight for them as well. Only cost them that annihilation. They get saved this beat. Touch trying to come through, but it's a nice boot from Dante Fan. The touch actually won't be there, so the Blizzard gets used, but the cap comes through anyways. As there's still a fight to be had here. Tanic B kind of caught out in the middle of the street. I think he's gonna be able to back up around that corner. Dante Fan with this beat, they might try to go fast here, or they might take it slow instead. We'll see. So far, the payload's still moving forward though, already onto this next corner. So sleep there from Sandy onto Nesquik's gonna be able to pick up that kill. The first pick here for the Puffles as they're trying to walk forward, take some more space. Maywall not quite there.
Ends now.
Being overclocked from Big Brain to try to swing at their favor. Beat as well as Panini gets frozen and then slept by Sandy. Frozen again is Panini. And the winning ult coming in from the Puffles is gonna be good.
You can count on me.
Turn the fight by getting that one pick that gives them the advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard for Ramatra into the what's the perk called? Deep Freeze, that's the one. The Deep Freeze perk that May has, right? Like you just kind of sit there blocking, but then you just get frozen, and it's not a situation you want to be in if you're Panini. Nesquik's is on Venture now. This is 4th year already this map. 69% nice to that Venture ultimate. But it's the Nano coming in first onto Sonic Sonic. HV6 gonna get pummeled as the rest of the wave is gonna fall down in short succession. 16 seconds left already though. They're gonna have to get a touch here. Yeah, but they're gonna walk into this blizzard of Tanic Bee. Like Panini's just gonna get frozen on point. Here comes Blizzard onto the point. Panini gets frozen. Suzu is there. Dante Fan already down though. Kitsune Rush from HV6 not gonna be able to keep himself or the rest of the waves alive. And the push is gonna end there. 32 meters into 3rd point.
Complete.
Beautiful from both sides actually. Very close game.
Score 0-2.
At least for this side. We haven't seen what it looks like on the attack.
Yeah, attack, you know, maybe it's a defensive kind of game, you know, sometimes, you know, they fight for every inch, and definitely not out of it on this map for the waves, for sure.
Look at the scoreboard, this does not look like it was close at all, compared to the scoreboard, but make it 3rd
Yeah,
point.
Sonic Chronic, 29 kills is insane. Void Fiber though, with the 5 deaths, most deaths on the Puffles. Is this guy really champ? Is he a champ player with 5 deaths? Like, wow. No, but
Bara. Come back
yeah,
to May. There we
we'll
go.
see. No, let's get back to the May. Nesquik's still kind of deciding what they want to run here.
This will not be
Now on Sojourn, this is their
sacrifice.
5th hero this map already. It was Tracer. So Tracer, Pharah, Cass, Venture, and now Sojourn. So Nesquik's really can't decide what they want to play. Dante Fan, we're back on the Weaver. We thought the Lucio would be there. It's you know, it ended up being half a round, and we're back on the Weaver. But maybe it's what the waves need, right? They just play their comfort.
Also, he's in the lobby now, so he's no longer needed.
Yeah, he's gonna have to finish out the map though, so. We'll see. Attack now, the Puffles. Yeah, Sonic pressuring this point. Panini kind of getting walled. Suzu forced there. Keep Panini alive. As both Ramatra is kind of positioning around themselves. Void Fiber has dug into the back line, but will escape. No picks to be found quite yet. Big slow here from Panini onto Tanic Bee. Force that ice block. Wall now out. Forces Suzu from HVSec, who does get sniped out of the air. Slice spread with the first pick. Void Fiber also in the backline as well, wreaking havoc as Sonic picks up Panini in all the chaos that was happening. Void Fiber will get traded, but with Panini down, it's going to be first cap here quickly for the Puffles. They're going to have a monster time bank.
Be around 5 minutes. It's really not winnable, but it's not great for the plays here.
Yeah, in terms of ults, Dante Fan does have this tree. They're going to elect to use it quite early here. You know, some of the freeze is out, but not able to find the kills there. The Tree of Life from Dante Fan keeping the waves alive through it. now they're trying to hold this archway, right? This is probably the best spot they have left on the map to hold, right? Through this choke archway.
Yeah.
See what they can do. Wood Fiber digging in the backline. He's just gonna escape for now. As Panini goes in with that Omnic form. Now, following up with this Annihilation, Sonic gonna respond to their own Annihilation. Will pick up Dante Fan and HVSec. Supports are down for the waves. Nesquik's can use that Blizzard on point to try to swing it in their favor, but with no supports alive, Panini just bleeds out.
Check me out.
And it's another fight win for the Puffles.
And I think that's the best choke on all of King's Row, so this is a lot harder now. This is it.
Yeah, it's looking more desperate by the minute here. As you're down to basically 2 fights for the map. Still 4 minutes. You will have this Kitsune Rush advantage, so that's something to look forward to. Big Brain with the Death Blossom as well. Maybe can find some value.
A new dawn for you.
But for now, Void Fiber set up on the high ground. On the flank as always. See what they can do. Gonna be the early Wu Yang ult and Void Fiber gonna let their own ult in the backline as well. Junior Rush invented from HVSec. Big Brain, Death Blossom, finds Sliced Bread, but HVSec's gonna get traded instead. Sonic now alone on point, no form. Kind of in trouble here, really low health bars. Void's gonna fall Sonic as well. So there is the fight win there. And you know, the Puffles, they did use 2 ults, the 2 ults that they had. So, you know, maybe now you can start building some momentum off of that. You have the Blizzard on both sides, and Dante Fan already has this rally. Really fast rally build.
Wait, it looks like... I mean, he also had the, Hermosa
Yeah, counter Blizzard from Nesquik though to stop the engage. As TP Suzu in from Sandy, gonna make sure nobody gets frozen. Dante Fan with the rally does catch Tannic, but will die for it. Sonic Ronic still caught off there a little bit on their own. Is gonna get healed up though by the supports. Not enough to keep them alive though. And the rest of the Puffles I think gonna back out here, and it's gonna be another fight win for the Waves. Void Fiber going back in, maybe Panini with some low health bars. They're gonna ult Void Fiber. Hey. What the hell? Oh, I mean, I like the ego, but maybe not the one you want to use there. Oh, pick from HVSec and the Void Fiber. Great pick and a great wall here on a Tannic V as well. Gonna force that block, surely gonna fall there, and they basically get a free fight win there off the pick from HVSec. But I mean, don't look now. The timer, it's already a minute and a half. It once was 5 minutes, has dwindled here really, and you know, the Puffles, they need to start making it work. Void Fiber as well. Sandy gonna go with the Kitsune Rush. Big Brain gets frozen out of his Death Blossom by Tannic V. Crazy stuff there. Panini gonna try to keep going with this Annihilation when he gets frozen instead by Tannic V. 2 freezes in the fight from Tannic V. He's gonna keep that fight going. Nesquik's now with this Blizzard on point, trying to swing it back in their favor as Sonic falls. Stabilization trying to get here for the Waves, but this counter Blizzard technically is not going to find anything. Dante Fan with the rally is going to bash onto Void Fiber. Will pick up the kill onto Sandy. Still alive, so low. Going to fall down to Void Fiber. But it's the trades keep happening here for the Waves. Slice Bread goes down. Big Brain with dire triggers is going to annihilate Tannic on point. Now it's a 3v2. Sonic comes in just to die. Void Fiber still alive in the backline with the pick onto HVSec, but the rest of the Puffles are nowhere to be found.
It appears to be comp for Wumpus Waves can all kill the Venture. I think the idea is to kill Void Fiber.
Yeah, maybe just a target that Void Fiber can't like dig on and solo kill them, right? Like maybe that's the idea. Yeah. Panini just dies without using the form. It's an absolute disaster for the Waves. It was an overtime fight for the Puffles. They had to have it, and with the pick on the to Panini, I think they're just gonna get second cap here. They might try to go for a touch. Dante Fan might be ready for it, but it's gonna have to be now. TP on the point from Big Brain is gonna use that Rage form to keep the touch going. Panini is back here, but Sonic Ronic now opening up with his Annihilation. Void Fiber with the ult as well. Sonic falling quite low. Doesn't use the block. Is gonna fall down. Dante Fan is traded. Nesquik's now with the Blizzard on point. They have to keep touching for the Puffles. Tanikby inside this block. No more now, and they have to walk out. Sandy gets taken down. The freeze. Tanikby with their own Blizzard on point. Panini's gonna get frozen up. HVSec frozen as well, and they do get the fight win in overtime. It was so close there. Sonic, he got a little overzealous, you know, with that Annihilation. Does get taken out, but the heroics from Tanikby freezing multiple people again in these fights. Now, minute 18, they didn't get it very far in third point at all, so it's going to have to be a fast retake here, and still double support ults for the Puffles. It's tough here. Big Brain, eyes on this Death Blossom, going to have to come up big. Panini walled off. He's going to use that Annihilation. Tanikby forced into that May block early. Big Brain now with his own ultimate is going to pick up Void Fiber, and Sandy's going to fall as well, so even though we have this Wu Yang ult here from Sliced Bread, the Puffles are going to die. And maybe a stagger here into Sliced Bread could be brutal. Only 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Sliced Bread will not be there for the final fight. Or will be there, but
yeah, it will be there, but it's gonna be the last fight. Sandy now on the Ana is an interesting choice. Maybe trying to play for a nade. There's gonna be no ults here for either team at the start of the fight. Void Fiber 90% to the Titanic shot. Dante Fan 85 to the rally. Sonic Ronic is gonna get walled off early. Is frozen and just goes down. That's the pick that they needed. Panini gets frozen, but the Suzu is there from HVSec. 8 seconds left. Kitsune rush on point here from HVSec. Void Fibers gets slept from Dante Fan. Is gonna get the rally though. The Blizzard from Tanikby is as well as in. Panini's frozen. Dante Fan is anti-nated. It was so close. Nesquik's with the Blizzard, the last hope. Big Brain kills 2 in the backline. Sonic Ronic frozen by the Blizzard. Panini still alive, contesting point. Big Brain is there as well. Void Fiber is so low, but is gonna live. Sonic picks up the last 2 kills, and oh my, the Puffles just barely win the map.
going to this, we were concerned this is gonna be a one-sided match for the Puffles, but this will be a good one. Very close game.
Yeah, what a map. I mean, like you said, the defense, it had to be so good for the Waves, and it really was. I mean, it felt like the defense, they came up with clutch play after clutch play, you know, sometimes getting the first pick on the Void Fiber or whoever, sometimes Sonic getting a little too overzealous, but the Puffles, they still win the map. They're up 1-0.
Yep. Go back to the breaks right in here. I believe we should be getting onshore work in now because
Yes. Yeah, so onshore work coming in for Panini. Panini, of course, the ringer. And I thought Panini played well.
definitely.
You know, sometimes with the ringer, maybe they don't play as well as you hoped, and they don't fit into the team. But I definitely don't think that map, the loss for the Waves is on Panini by any means. Yeah, we'll see though with onshore work. Maybe that familiar member in. We'll see what they want to do on map 2. You know, where they want to go, what they want to ban. But I thought that was really promising for the Waves actually, with how they will, especially that defense.
Definitely. It was not a one-sided map at all, which definitely winnable from both sides. This is what we want as a league.
Yes, of course.
Win or
That's
lose,
what I want to see. I like seeing close games, right? Yeah.
who you want to win, I really couldn't care. Just you want a good match. I think if even 3-0 is not very fun for anybody involved.
Yeah.
Unless you're winning and it matters, in which it's probably pretty fun. But We're gonna
But
be
as
honest
a
here.
spectator,
Yeah.
I enjoy I enjoy seeing a close game.
It looks like Big Ring wants the first ban.
Yeah, so it's interesting banning first. They also banned first on oh no, the Puffles? No, the Puffles picked them up, never mind. Yeah, so banning first. It's interesting, right? This new season format, right? You either have the option to pick the first pick the map or pick the first ban. And it's interesting seeing what times you want to pick first ban because in my opinion, it works if you want to get rid of a hero, like maybe Void Fiber's Venture, for example. They just want to ban that away, don't give them that option, and you don't really care what map you go to. But I don't know, like getting the map pick, matters a lot because you can go and like completely change up the style, right? See, the map actually it's Route 66 here, chosen by the Puffles. It's an interesting choice.
I believe one
Well, what do you?
one match this season, one of the teams actually picked a non-Pharah map instead of banning Neptune's Pharah.
Yeah, I mean that's the strength of map picks, right? You just pick maps where the heroes aren't good, and it almost counts as like a ban. As Route 66. If I remember the stats from last season correctly, this map wasn't picked a single time last season,
I don't
and here
remember
we
playing
are.
this. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't picked a single time by any team at all last season, and here we go, week 2, get Route 66 by the Puffles. Maybe trying to lean into that Sonic Ronic Diva, perhaps.
Especially
That
with
could
it
be the play.
banned out last map. It's no longer bannable.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thought process. Play some more of this dive, the Diva. Maybe get Voidfire on this venture to play aggressive, unless of course it's banned out.
I mean, the Puffles are either forcing a Diva ban or a Venture ban. They can't ban both, which is...
Well, Diva they can't because Diva was banned in map
Oh, you're
1,
right,
so they
yeah.
can't ban Diva the rest of the series. So yeah, I guess if you're the Waves, what do you ban, right? Like you chose to pick first ban, so you have to make this ban super valuable, right? You have to make it worthy of winning an entire map.
Yeah, it says what's banned. I think the Waves were not expecting a Route 66 because it's taking a long time for them to pick a ban.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you were the Waves here, what would you ban? Just seeing how the Puffles played map 1, what would you not want to play against?
I would say the May, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the May will take out Tanic V, and then even then, you still have that Venture ban on deck if whatever becomes a even bigger problem. But see what the...
Yeah, but that's where like the map comes into play, right? Like May, you would say not traditionally a hero played often on Route 66. Maybe if we were on like a flashpoint or push map, or even like control map, something like Lijiang Tower, then that May ban would be super valuable, and I think that would be a good one for them to go for. But
Hanzo
the Route 66,
ban.
they ban Hanzo.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe there's something I don't. That they have a Hanzo player. I don't know if Ying plays Hanzo maybe, and I don't know.
It have to be Yang. Yeah, I believe.
Ying or Tanic B plays Hanzo. I'm not sure. I'm just not familiar with their hero pools completely.
See who does.
But that's an interesting ban. I don't know. To me, that's just kind of odd.
Is it protect for who though?
Yeah. No, maybe it might actually be targeting Ying.
It was Ying. Yeah,
'Cause
Ying typed
Ying-
in chat.
Yeah,
hate
Ying
me.
did say you hate me, so
I think it's Ying.
yeah, interesting. The Hanzo ban. Maybe it's like you force Ying to stay on support. Then I'm not sure.
I want to point out I saw one of my friends come offline, and then Ying goes my #1 hater. So apparently one of my friends is Ying's #1 hater.
And then Sonic gonna respond
The
with the
Orisa.
Orisa ban here. So, the Orisa and the Hanzo ban. Yeah, Ancho Rook definitely a fan of the Orisa character, so you know that one's targeted specifically at him.
Yeah.
Orisa says HV second chat.
Yep. I'm gonna flash on screen real quick. Clicking on it.
Orisa.
There you go, chat. You can see it now.
Get your mind out of the gutter, HV sec.
I see 2 question marks after it's been said. I am not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. The three question marks now. As
I would
everyone
too.
just a little perturbed by HV sec's language.
I see an exclamation mark from Void Fiber and Wind. And we're just sending characters now.
Alright. Finally here we're gonna enter into map 2. Puffles up 1 after a really close King's Row. The Orisa and the Hanzo ban here.
Yes.
As we see Ying is gonna get subbed in for who am I forget? I'm blanking. For Sandy, that's what it is. Ying subbed in for Sandy here. As no subs coming in for the Waves, same roster. Yeah, Sonic Ronic is going to be playing this Diva, you know, something that he's super comfortable on. Definitely one of his best heroes. And this Route 66 map, one of the best maps for Diva as well, so really leaning into that for them. Tanic Beyond the Torb as well, another pick that he's really comfortable on. So, just comfort picks all around for the Puffles.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
The attack gets started. Dante Fan has started on the Zen. Just for a quick little volley to try to get a pick. Is going to swap back over to this Lifeweaver. As we see the Tracer Sombra come out here from the Waves. Big Brain on the Sombra. Interesting choice. Maybe trying to hack Void Fiber, hack Sonic.
I think to be honest,
Under my protection.
Big Brain and Scrim as well. I think for the Diva. I haven't had time to talk to him about this, but I'm pretty sure she's kind of a Diva comp here.
Yeah, it definitely would make some sense, but Void Fiber is going to get that first pick onto Big Brain. Just gets drilled in the backline. Onshore, we're going to lose the mech as well. Slice Bread choosing not to stagger the Diva. It's just going to put him out of his misery. Nesquik's going to swap off that Tracer. I think that makes sense, as Tracer's pretty hard into the Torb in general. So, we're going to swap over to this Freya. I think this this poke damage here is going to be big, though, right? No hit scan for the Puffles, and maybe you get some picks from Nesquik's to try to open up some of these fights. Payload starting to move around this first corner. Onshore Rook going to fly up onto the top of the gas station, but is forced out. Sonic is really low in the backline. Is going to lose his mech for it. So massive advantage here. Massive advantage for the Waves that Sonic has no mech. Yeah. Bola, quick Bola from Nesquik is gonna pick it up, the kill on Void Fiber. And yeah, this Freya already putting a lot of work. Double bolt on the Slice Bread just to secure it. And if Ying goes down here really late, no, he'd be able to TP out. Still gonna be tough to touch here. Void Fiber is probably gonna have to be the one to touch. He's gonna start digging. He's gonna get walled by the tree though! The tree from Dante Fan Fan. What a play. What a heads up play from her. Just gonna block out Void Fiber, don't let them get the touch, and it's a 4-minute time bank here going into second point. Soon a rush from Ying here to start the fight. Entourage dies 96% to the bomb, not able to get it. It's gonna be a quick fight win here with the tank falling down. 4 also online here for the Puffles, so they're definitely gonna try to hold up close as far, you know, as much as they can.
Draw strength from nature.
Join the lobby.
Yeah, I think the Becca's game is over now. Ari's in the lobby now.
EMP activated.
EMP out early here from Big Brain. He's gonna catch on to 3. Lopoko bomb on point from Onshore Rook. He's not gonna find anything. Big Brain's actually the one to die first. Dante Fan Fan soon follow. And it's another fight win here for the Puffles. Did cost them only 2 of their ultimates actually. So yeah, so ult economy still looking good for them. Nesquix does have this bola, maybe try to get a pick. You know, the last bola they had got a kill, so hoping for another one here. Bola out early, hits the supports, but Suzu's there from Ying to keep them alive. Entourage loses the mech, and the ult from Tanic V is gonna pick up HV sec. You know, the Torbolt in that tunnel is such a nasty thing. You've nowhere to go.
Yeah, should I say the only thing you can do is to dive into the enemy team or stand still and die.
Also, Tanic V with a hammer kill is something he likes to do a lot. Any chance this guy gets to get a hammer kill, he's gonna take it.
I respect him for that one too. Every player Tor felt that feeling.
You got it. It's the most fun part of the character. Kazuni Rush here off the high ground. But the waves they just back out. So it's kind of being a wasted ultimate there really from Ying. Doesn't gonna find any value. Big Brain in the back line kind of harassing them on this Sombra. It's gonna get forced out. As the waves, they try to push through this bottom choke once again. Nesquix getting dove on, but is gonna get the fuel there. Tree on point here from Dante Fan Fan. Gonna start moving with that payload. HV6 Void Fiber down here. Onshore Rook is quite low, but I think he's gonna get healed up by this Tree of Life on point. Lopoko bomb over the top here from Onshore Rook, not able to find anything. Bola as well here on a slice spread is actually going to be able to pick up that kill. Onshore Rook now back in this mech on the high ground. Looking to pick up Tanic V as well. Is going to get that kill. So a man advantage here for the waves, but Nesquix falling is going to even it up. 3 for 3 on both sides. Onshore Rook can get pulled out from that. Yeah, Onshore Rook is so low, but getting double pocket, it's still going to die. Suzu just a little bit too late from HV sec to save the mech of Onshore Rook. And, oh no, Baby Diva. We're not gonna kill him this time. Onshore Rook finally dies. That's a big stagger.
Seconds remaining.
30 seconds left now on the attack for the waves. Only have 2 ultimates to work with, but one of them is the EMP, right? Yeah, a big EMP could just change the entire fight here. So all eyes on Big Brain, but HV6 dies! Horrible first pick. They die with the Kitsune Rush. Void Fiber does go down, but that was a big ultimate they needed. Kitsune Rush out on the point from Ying, and Onshore Rook's gonna lose the mech early. Big Brain, no EMP in sight. Now it's come through, hits both supports here, but it's a little too late. And, it's not a very good attack here for the waves.
We'll end the round.
Score 0-1.
Some of the waves here, it's not the little I want, but it is not like a 2-meter push.
Initiating
they have a chance.
match.
just to clarify in chat, some people were asking, the Waves chose to ban first, so it was the Puffles who picked this map, and the Waves with their first ban banned Hanzo, which is I mean, I don't know, man. Like, if you're choosing to ban first, I feel like you have to ban something more important than Hanzo, surely.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, I believe they're target banning Ying. They're scared of the Ying Hanzo, which very scary.
I guess, but then you just put Ying on support, right? Like, they just run the same roster they had from map 1, keep Ying on support, and you know, doesn't really change anything.
Like me.
So I said in chat earlier, I believe Asmodeus will not be in this match today.
More to learn.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the lobby at all, so the Waves, they're stuck with these 5 players, which, you know,
Not bad. They're not bad players. But having a stick is great.
you know, no shade on Asmodeus, but the way the SR worked out, you know, obviously having to swap some people around are not ideal. But attack here for the Puffles. They don't have to go very far. Danik B gonna start on this Echo here. Not a character we see a whole lot of nowadays. I feel like Echo has really fallen off quite a bit. I don't really see much of her anymore.
Honestly, if they play this right, this could be a 2-3 game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Waves, they want to play it slow, but, you know, the Puffles are just slowly getting this cart push. Is already past the first corner, and Ancho Rook just gets drilled and loses mech on point. Just cannot happen there for the Waves, as they tried to play it slow, but Ancho Rook gets punished for it. Void Fiber in the backline is going to get punished by Nesquix for going in too deep. So they do get the trade, but with no tank, the cart is going to keep on pushing here. It's already last fight on first point. Ancho Rook has returned, so for now, the Puffle is going to back up a little bit. Sonic Ronic is going to fight Nesquix on this high ground. Yeah, but they do got the Mercy Pocket there, and Nesquix gets the first pick on the Slice Spread. Bomb from Sonic Ronic to try to keep that mech intact is going to force Ancho Rook to lose his mech instead. Valkyrie coming through here from Dante Fanfan, maybe trying to sneak a resin on Ancho Rook, is going to try, but I think the Puffles are guarding it a little too well. So the res not able to come through. Nesquix now with this barrage, but it does pick up the mech of Sonic Ronic, but that's not going to be enough, as the rest of the Puffles going to clean up the kills, and that's first point cap. 4 minutes 30 for second point, and they really only have to get it to the under the first bridge. That's all they gotta go.
They really
The
can't
golden
find
box
this
of
choke
victory,
either.
not
Because
very
they-
far.
They
Yeah,
held height.
yeah,
They can't make it.
yeah. Because they died, they don't even get to play this first choke. So it really is one fight territory now here for the Waves. HVSec with this Kitsune Rush is getting harassed in the backline by Void Fiber using their own Tectonic Shock. He's gonna pick up the kill on the Big Brain to start the fight. Danik B now using this copy on the Diva of Onshore Rook is gonna get demeched, but the bomb is there to hopefully get the remech. He's gonna pick it up. Yeah, it's actually a huge pick on a Sonic from that bomb. So no Diva here, no Diva mech I should say, for the side of the Puffles. But Void Fiber and Danik B, the DPS of the Puffles still able to find some kills. Continue rush now from Ying on the point, gonna pick up HVSec. Ancho Rook dies too. HVSec dying with that Kitsune Rush is gonna take him with him to the next map. Yeah, the Puffles, they're just gonna cap it out. And a quick second back for the Puffles. They're up 2-0 in the series.
Wow, what a game for the... Although they made tougher hold, a lot of pushback on the defense, but the attack Puffle was so solid.
Yeah, I mean, just really solid play coming out of the Puffles there, as we already have a ban. So once again, the Waves have chosen the ban first, and they ban Venture. No surprise. So Venture ban coming out on map 3, which once again could go to wherever the the Puffles want.
Yeah. This will be a.
Now, I know something the Puffles could do on this map is play Void Fiber on tank. I don't know. I don't think they played. I don't think it's what they did in the first series. I think they just had Void Fiber play Tracer or something, if I remember correctly. But
I see. Hey, we didn't pick map. I believe it's an advantage to Sonic either way, so should be okay.
yeah, the Venture ban coming through. It's just, yeah, no surprise. You know, you're down 2-0. You have to ban Void Fiber's Venture, and you got to do it this map.
I'll show it on stream. I see. You can see in chat. There's an exclamation point as well to make it even more powerful.
We need to pick a map.
Pick a map, please. I want to get off the break screen.
You hate the break screen. You hate the pixelated logos.
It looks
We don't even have the
great.
pixelated logos.
It looks great, but I think the map is cool.
Map screen is pretty cool. Where do the Puffles want to go? Right? They've actually been able to pick every single map this series, which is
Yeah, that's crazy.
it is pretty crazy. They get to go wherever they want again. It's got to be either control, push, or flashpoint. You know, if they want to lead into the Sonic Ronic Diva more, they could maybe go to a map like Busan or Helios. Or maybe even like Esperanza, but
Suravasa?
no. Yeah, they choose to go Suravasa, and they're actually going to sub Sonic Ronic out. So I think this is going to be the Void Fiber tank I was mentioning here. So it's going to be Void Fiber on tank with Ying Tanic B DPS and then Sandy Slice Bread support. Or nope, they've subbed out Void Fiber.
Okay.
Maybe. Subbing out Void Fiber is crazy.
I mean, on the
Can they-
last season, we realized that this is not a venture map. But keeping with the venture
Yeah, I
ban,
mean, it is 2 series in a row, right? So the first series the Puffles played against the P.E.K.K.A.s. The P.E.K.K.A.s banned Venture on Suravasa, and once again, it's a Venture ban on Suravasa.
Ramatra ban.
So.
I go to the maps.
So it's gonna be a Ramatra ban here from the Puffles. I guess that's something Void Fiber doesn't really want to play into on tank. It's interesting. I honestly don't know what Void Fiber plays on tank. I'm just not familiar. So we'll see here what he's gonna go.
Initiating match.
Oh, okay.
And we're back to lobby.
Okay.
What happened?
Wait.
Who messed up, bro? NA host Sonic Ronic? Did we mess up the bans? What happened?
Well, Sonic Chronic is confirmed off the roster for this match. Or not
Yeah,
match,
yeah.
this
So
map, sorry.
yeah, so this is what I thought was gonna happen with the lineup.
I believe I keep forgetting. In New York, have they been like disabling? Because for us, for a lot of us, it's been like we just won't play that character.
I mean, the host should go into the settings and physically disable the heroes.
Traveling to
But some people just aren't used to it, so they forget. And that's what happened here. Sonic just forgot to actually disable the heroes. So as we're back in for real this time, with Venture and Ramatra not able to be picked. The Void Fiber tank here for the Puffles.
See, and it will be
You know,
the Junker Queen from Void Fiber.
Interesting. So yeah, maybe you want to get rid of the Ramatra, don't want to play into that Ramatra slow. Can be very difficult for the Queen. They use Shout, right, and then just they walk right into that slow Ramatra, and it kind of shuts down all your momentum. But it's gonna be the Orisa for Onshore Rook. Of course, was banned the last map, but now they get to play it. Big Brain back on the Reaper character. We saw a little bit on King's Row. Nesquik's going over to that Tracer.
Everybody holds, nobody runs.
As we start on market here. Onshore Rook forced to use that gold a little bit early. Suzu is well forced out from HVSec. Some low health bars here. HVSec trying to stay alive. Is going to TP away to Dante Fanfan. And it's actually Dante Fanfan who gets the first pick onto Sandy. So it's a good first fight here for the Waves as they're going to get first cap.
Really?
Oh, early pick. Panic Beat just dies with the block this side. It's not worth using it.
I don't think Panic Beat saw that in that corner.
Yeah, I don't think so either, right? They put the wall up in front of them to try to live, but didn't see the Tracer behind them. So, sneaky little play from the Tracer. Big Brain, though, he also doesn't want to use his shift. Panic Beat with the revenge. Headshot from the Ice Skull to get the first pick here for the Puffles. Coming through now. Nesquik's gonna use that pulse bomb, hits the floor. Pull from Onshore Rook is gonna pick up Panic Bee as their Blizzard went a little bit wide. Not able to catch anybody. Ying dashing in now. So really low health bars. HVSec's gonna be the first one to fall. Onshore Rook so low on a point, but is gonna pick up Slice Spread. Ying is well falling. Onshore Rook still 1 HP. No supports alive here for the Waves. And Void Fiber and Sandy, just the extra sustain from the Moira is just gonna keep him alive long enough for them to win the fight, get the cap, keep this first point going. Blizzard used there from Tanic B, but the other 4 ultimates gonna be available for the Puffles.
The Waves are not far behind the Waves. 3 ults as well.
Surrender.
Early coalescence here coming out from Sandy. Blade as well from Ying. It's just gonna pick up the kills on HVSec. Dante Fanfan beats, but it's a little late. Only 3 members gets the beat. Slice Spread is gonna fall down though. 98% to their beat, so they don't have that further fight. 3v3 still, 3v4 still on point here. Low health bars though. Big Brain gonna use that Death Blossom. Is gonna pick up Ying. Void Fiber really low now on point. Does get the kill on the Big Brain though before they fall. Stick from Sensquix is go down to Void Fiber to pick up that kill. Onshore Rook has come back from spawn now on point. Slice Spread though has come back with the beat that might try to use it here to turn this fight. Ajax is though the spear from Onshore Rook. Get Slice Spread low enough that then when they beat the Ajax, it's gonna be the first point here for the Waves.
There's a lot of Ajax and I think there'll be a lot more.
A lot in the past 2 days, for sure. Let's say that Dante Fanfan though in the middle of the backline is gonna fall, but the Terra Surge out from Onshore Rook is gonna try to get some kills here. HVSec is gonna fall, as well as Onshore Rook. So Nesquik's still alive though. Big Brain Nesquik's the DPS here for the Waves, trying to keep it going. Dante Fanfan has come back from spawn. Sandy gets a little bit overzealous, going too far in front of Void Fiber. And Big Brain and Nesquik, they turn the fight on their own. They don't need the rest of their team.
Hello there.
I heard you mention it a little bit. The legendary Ying Hanzo is here, right? This was what was so important for the Waves, that they needed to ban first on second map so that Ying couldn't play this Hanzo. Is on it now though. Dante Fan is gonna get frozen by the Blizzard. Coalescence as well coming through here from Sandy. With the TP from Big Brain on point, Nesquik's just gonna stall it a little bit more, but it's gonna be the flip coming through.
Pressure the Ying Hondos to be a lot. Grand Station got you out.
Taste of poison.
The wave. Like, great.
Yeah, he's already built up to this Dragon Strike after one fight depending on Hanzo, really. He's going to use it quite early here. Big Brain going to force use that Wraith, but Nesquik once again with the first pick. Pulse Bomb onto the floor, not able to pick up Ying, but onto Rook able to get that kill instead. 2 picks here, 2-man advantage here for the Waves, as they're going to clean up the rest of these kills and get the quick flip back. 56% and counting here. Tanic B is swapping back over to the Torb. Probably to stop Nesquik from doing as much as he is, because he is running the lobby this map. Nesquik has 20 kills. Nesquik is 20-1 on this map.
Wow.
And we're not even 5 minutes in. He's getting so many kills. Actually averaging 40 kills per 10. That is absolutely insane. Nesquik with another kill onto Ying to get the first pick here. Kitsune rush from HB to keep it going. And it's a complete wipe. Second point goes in favor of the Waves, and it's a good 2-0 start for them. Exactly what they needed to get back in this series. One more point to finish it off and take map 3.
Ying's hopping to the Cassidy now. Probably for the Tracer. And Void Viper goes over to the Barisa.
Yeah, I think he just wasn't really happy with the Queen there. Gonna mirror the Orisa instead. But it's 3 ults here for the Waves, including the 20% advantage on the beat. If they elect to go with the beat first, there won't be one to respond here from Slice Spread. Ancha, we're going to use the Terra Surge first, forces out the Suzu, and Big Brain goes with the Death Blossom. He gets 3 in the back line. 4K for Big Brain, as the Death Blossom is huge.
Hey, beauty with the Terra Surge too, forced them all back to where Big Brain was going.
Yeah, forced out the cooldowns, right? Forced out the Amp from Slice Bread, forced out the Suzu from Sandy, just letting Big Brain get that big Blossom.
And be ready to go as well.
Yeah, stick there from Nesquik onto Void Fiber is going to get him really low, but isn't going to quite fall down just yet. Kitsune rush now from Sandy. Try to keep Void Fiber up, try to take some space here. Gonna start making some progress on this point, but Dante Fan is gonna fall without using the beat. So it's a big pick there from Tanic B, and they're gonna get the cap here. Slice Bread not needing to use their own beat there is kind of crucial. 76% is the number here from the Waves, so it really is one fight if they win. But 4 ultimates online for the Puffles now, including the beat to match the beat coming out from the Waves and the DPS ults. Void Fiber playing aggressive on this Orisa is going to Terra Surge in the back line. Dante Fan is going to use the beat, and Void Fiber just dies in the middle of his ult. Beat from Slice Bread is not able to keep Void Fiber alive there. High New now on point, as well as the Molten Core from Tanic B on the point to try to keep the Waves at bay, but Sandy is gonna fall, and 2-man, 3-man advantage now here for the Waves. So the rest of the kills come through. Void Fiber just goes a little too aggressive there. He tried to get the aggressive Terra Surge in the backline, but he played so far deep that Slice Bread wasn't able to save him with that beat. 87% now. Void Fiber is going to have to be the one to touch, but the Continuum Rush early here from HVSEC is going to make this touch so hard for Void Fiber. Already really low, is going to fall. Tanic B not able to get to the point in time. And the Waves, they take map 3 in dominant fashion. Nesquik finished the map 33-2. Absolutely dominant performance from Nesquik's that map. Big
Yeah,
brain
yeah,
with
we'll
the
be
death
big
block
brain
from the
death
air.
block.
It's just so big. Living up to the adjective in his name.
Now the question
The
here is,
waves.
what do the Puffles want? Because they haven't had this option.
Yeah, the Puffles, you know, for the first time since map 1, they get to choose. I imagine they'll pick map again, because they've picked map every time, but, you know, we'll see. But that was the map the Waves had to win, right? They banned Venture, and they won the map with the Venture ban, right? If you want to have any hope, they had to get that done, and they did it. So, that was the one,
Sonic opted
that's
to
the
take
one they
first
got
pick.
for free. It's only going to get tough from here on out, though, from the Waves, right? They can't ban the Venture any other map the series, so you know Void Vibe is going to play that Venture, and you need to have an answer for it.
And they have to reverse sweep as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen already this season multiple reverse sweeps, so can't say, you know, it won't happen. It happened to the Waves in week 1, getting reverse swept by the Horse Girls, so something they're familiar with already this season. It's going to be a first ban choice from the Puffles, so the Puffles going to elect to ban first, and so the Waves, actually, for the first time in the series, are going to get to pick the map.
Yes,
And,
Sonic is asking for a
asking the map, right? Yeah.
yeah, that's what map they want to play.
So the Waves get to pick first map now. They get to
Waves-
choose between push or control. So definitely some option there. There's a lot of different control maps they could pick. They want to play more dive, could go to that Elios, maybe go to just what they're comfortable on and just pick Lijiang Tower. You know, maybe we go to a push map. I'm not sure. But, you know, that was the first time this series that we've seen Onshore Rook play that Orisa, and he looked really good on it. Obviously, Nesquik's absolutely dominated on the Tracer. It might be what the Puffles ban out, actually. If I was the Puffles, that's what I would ban.
I think
Would be
so
the
too.
Tracer.
And then what does Netswith play besides that?
Mostly we've seen him the hit scan, right? I mean, Nesquik has played seemingly every single hero this series. I don't even remember King's Row. He just was swapping heroes every
Yeah,
death.
there's Sojourn, I guess, but the Tracer's just so
Here
much more
goes
impressive.
Sojourn. Yeah, he was finding a lot more value. Might go over to that Pharaoh look, you know. We saw that a little bit. The Waves are going to choose Samoa for map 4. So,
Bans now.
going over to that control. And now the Puffles are going to get first ban.
I would on Samoa. I think they probably go for a hit scan ban, right? Like a Freya, like a
Well, I think they banned Tracer.
either way.
I feel like they have to ban Tracer after the performance Nesquik's just had on that map, where Nesquik's absolutely destroyed the Puffles on Tracer. I feel like I would ban Tracer.
Yeah, I mean, like from our perspective, you're waiting for like Samoa with a good hit scan, but yeah, Tracer.
Yeah, there it
Yep.
is. Yeah.
If I get-
Sonic, they choose to ban Tracer, so
Yeah, if I get
it's exactly the thought process
murdered out
there.
hard by a Tracer, I'm just gonna ban them.
Yeah.
Big question here is, what will the Waves ban?
Obviously, they can't ban Tracer. Sonic coming back in on tank can't ban that Diva because they already banned it on an earlier map. So maybe it's a support ban. You know, they could maybe ban the Lucio from Sliced Bread, maybe the Kiriko.
The Wu Yang, it looks
But
like.
Wu Yang is the ban. Yeah, that was another pick Sliced Bread was playing a lot of this series was the Wu Yang. So I think I like it for the Waves. Given your options, I think the Wu Yang ban is definitely a good one.
Definitely.
I think if you're the Waves, you probably try to run back what you were doing that map, right? Put Big Brain back on the Reaper. Onshore Rook goes back to that Diva, or that Orisa. You know, I think that worked really well for them. It'll be interesting to see what Nesquix plays now that the Tracer is banned. We might see the Pharah, might be the Cass, might even be the Mei.
The Mei
Do have a swap here. Sorry.
The Mei looks solid on map 1. On both
Yep.
sides. I'm gonna be touched if they both pick up the Mei as well.
Initiating.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be shocked at all. We do see a swap here from the Puffles as Tanic B is gonna get subbed out. Sandy comes. Oh, sorry. What was it? Sonic comes back in. Ying gonna play this DPS again. Might see the Hanzo. Might go back to the Genji, which I actually thought looked pretty decent, but it is gonna be the Hanzo here from Ying. Hunter recovering the Mauga. Hold it.
I see in chat.
What's going
Can I use
on?
the bathroom real quick? Smile. Like 1 minute. Or if ever it says, hold it. Noted.
Okay, so
Sure.
we have a bio break in the middle of the map.
Well, okay. Looking at the comps real quick. We have a Diva Venture Hanzo Lucio Kiri on the side of the Puffles. And a Orisa Sombra Reaper Lucio Kiri on the side of the Waves.
Yeah, so I think this makes a lot of sense, right? Sonic's gonna play the Diva that he's super comfortable on. Archer Rick going back to that Orisa, which he looked great on that map. Nesquix is the only one here on the Sombra. You know, we saw Big Brain play Sombra on map 2. Didn't look that great, to be honest. You know, we'll see if Nesquix on the Sombra here, or maybe if they swap. Obviously, could play a bunch of other things as well. The Pharah could be a pick that you like into the Venture and the Hanzo, maybe, but you know.
I mean, maybe the Sombra's just there as a placeholder. Figured playing the Sombra to fill in for Nesquik.
Yeah, it's still 10 seconds left, so you know they could still swap off. Not guaranteed that we're on Sombra, but we're gonna get a TP out from Nesquik. So.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Nesquik is actually gonna stay on the Symmetra here, so another new hero for Nesquik in this series. Gunning up to I don't even know how many heroes it's been now. TP in the backline. Gonna try to flip this map a little bit as they control all of the coast side angle through the waves. Antra Rook getting really low though is gonna get the Suzu force, but gonna be able to live. Void Fiber digging in the backline now. Nesquik's gonna fall down to that devastating Hanzo of Ying. And that first
Completely flipped map here. Take that Onto Rush.
Yeah.
As well.
I think Dr. Fefan is gonna be able to live, but Ying on this Hanzo, you know, maybe we're seeing now finally why he got the man in map 2. Ying's already 85% through that Dragon Strike. Antra gonna swap over to the Ramatra as Big Brain just dies.
1,100 damage in 1 minute.
Yeah, Antra getting hit with all those storm arrows. Gonna keep him really low. Dragon Strike coming through. HV's pick gonna fall. Nesquik swapped over to the Sojourn now. Not a new hero, something we saw a little bit on King's Row.
Was very close to the kind of shock.
Yeah, he's gonna try to play on the flank. Dante Fan though gets picked by a headshot from Ying. And it's another first pick here for the Puffles. Feels like the Waves, they can't even get into these fights, they just keep getting picked.
I have not think this more tough.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Kitsune rushing out from Sandy. Puffles trying to keep the aggression going. Sonic Ronic is a little bit low, but the Suzu's gonna keep his mech strong and healthy. Onsha Rook cannot say the same though. Is gonna die. And another quick fight, another quick loss here. Big Brain swapping over to the Sombra. The Waves. They're trying to hit the other approach, going from the inside angle now. HV Sec with this Kitsune rush on the point. Gonna try to take some space with this one. Void Fiber ulting in the back line. Not able to find too much so far, but is gonna get the kill in the end on a Nesquix. Dante Fan, Big Brain falling as well. Bomb forced out from Sonic Ronic. Still gonna be able to stay alive, and
100-0.
yeah, the Waves didn't get a single kill that round.
Oh no.
Score 1.
It is looking desperate
It is.
for the Waves here.
Our own.
Ready for
Scoreboard not looking too good for them.
I craft my own arrows. Each one a meditation.
I mean, this will be the challenge for the Waves this season, keeping that energy up.
We build a
Not
new
getting
world.
boomed out, like mental boomed after maps like this where it's 100-0. I believe in them.
It's tough, right? I mean, they didn't get boomed after map 2, right? Like,
Yeah.
map 2 was rough. They came back strong in map 3, so maybe they still have some mentals, still got some comp swaps they want to make. HV Sec over to this Moira now. Nesquix back on the Freya, something they did pilot pretty well, I would say, in map 2. Able to get a lot of early picks. Maybe able to just put a bolt on Void Fiber to keep them in check. So far, it is going to be Void Fiber digging in the back line. It is going to get picked first, though. They tried to go on Nesquix. Sonic picks up the kill for Void Fiber, but he also dies for it. So, already second round looking a lot better here for the Waves. They're going to get first cap.
Carried on the wind.
I mean, the Waves have upped their great this point. Ying is kind of poking out with the Hanzo.
Yeah, we'll see. He's fishing for those headshots. If he can get one, that'll be a massive advantage there. But Onshore Rook is actually just going to walk at Ying with this Ramatra form. Is going to get the kill, and Void Fiber also died to Nesquix in the back line. But it is a 2 for 2 as Big Brain Dante Fan falls, but with Sonic losing his mech, it's actually looking pretty good here for the Waves once again. Sandy getting pressured. He's going to TP to Slice Bread, but Slice Bread dies, and Sonic dying pretty late as well. So pretty good stagger on that Devo. 45% now and ticking for the Waves. As they're starting to ult, are starting to come online. Nesquik's gonna have this Bola shot. We've seen him hit some really good ones earlier. He needs to hit another good one. Ying swapped off this Hanzo onto the Sojourn now. Maybe just trying to slide away and survive the aggression from Onshore Rook. Bola shot, trying to go on Ying, isn't going to get the kill, but Dante Fan and Nesquik's going to follow up, get that kill anyways. Onshore Rook now in this backline, Nesquix with a second. Sonic going to lose his mech. Void Fiber drilling in, trying to make something happen. But he's just going to end up staggering himself a little bit more. 80% and ticking now here for the Waves. And they're going to have close to 5 ults to work with here. Ying swapping over to the Reaper once again. EMP out here from Big Brain. It's going to catch on the Slice Bread, and they're going to get the first pick. Kitsune Rush down from Sandy on point, trying to turn it. Ying, though, kind of separated, not in the Kitsune Rush. It's going to fall. HVSec with the Coalescence is going to pick up the kill on Void Fiber. Beat here from Dante Fan just to secure everything. And a dominant map 2 here from the Waves, so they're not out of it yet.
100. They certainly a stat line I could see.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at some of the stats from that round, Void Fiber only got 1 kill the entire round. Ying credited with 0 eliminations.
Ready for battle.
So kind of the opposite, right? We saw that the there was a goose egg for the Waves in the first map and the first round, and kind of a goose egg for the Puffles, barring a few picks on the second round. And now with this third round, the adaptations, you know, the Moira, the once again first cap here for the wave. Sonic Ronic gonna go down, and they can just leave this Diva alive, and they're gonna get staggered a little bit.
How's that for sound therapy?
Yeah, they're gonna try to pick up Sonic Ronic now. Now while the mech still isn't there, Suzu and TP there from Sandy to keep Sonic Ronic alive. They're still only 66% of this mech though. Ancharook actually dies though! Void Fiber once again traded, so it's the same trade from the first fight. But Big Brain gets headshot by Ying, and the mech here now online for Sonic Ronic. Gonna be able to take some space here onto point. Bola gets eaten there from Sonic Ronic. Nice eat from him.
Nice.
And with the kill into HV stick, it's gonna be the cap. Ancharook, he got a little too overzealous that fight. You know, Sonic Ronic was still out of the mech. I know you try to go fast, try to kill the Diva before they can get their mech back, but, you know, playing in that room right where the Venture wants to play, right walking into the Hanzo's crosshairs, doesn't work out for the waves in the end. Sandy now going in with this Kitsune Rush first in this side room once again. Ancharook though, just gonna use this form. Force Sandy to TP. Slice Bread falls first. It's gonna be a trade of Lucio's as Dante Fanfan falls to that Dragon Strike. The EMP now on point hits a lot of members of the Puffles. And it's only Void Fiber now alive on point. Is gonna go down. The caps could come through. Even percentage for now, but the Wave's gonna take this lead. Was a little costly, costing them that EMP, but you know, ult economy isn't looking terrible. They're gonna be about even on this beat, and Ancharook's gonna have this annihilation as well.
I would say with the other support as well, the Fury, we'll probably keep the same pace. They're very close.
Void Fiber, Tectonic Shock on point, is going to pick up Dante Fanfan before they have a chance to get this beat. Slice Bread going to use their own beat in response to the annihilation from Ancharook. It does catch 4 members. Ancharook is going to fall. The first pick there from Void Fiber, huge onto Dante Fanfan. That's just going to win them the fight outright. 80% for the Waves. But that's all they're going to get for now, is that Puffles regain the cap.
Looks like a beat on the side of the wave, which will be very powerful, seeing as Slice Bread is not just use theirs.
Yeah. Void
and
Fiber lurking on the side, trying to find Nesquix, gets the drill. Nesquix is so low, does get the Mega Pack to live though. Ancharook, meanwhile, is all alone on the point. Beat is not in time to save Ancharook. Bola coming through, not able to find any value, and Slice Bread still gonna fall. Void Fiber as well. Nesquix traded, so it's 3 for 3 on point, but no tank here for the Waves. Sonic Ronic hacked and really low, but he has that remake available if he needs. Ying, 1 HP, is going to fall with Dante Fanfan. Sonic Ronic forced to use that bomb on point. They will get Dante Fanfan and get the remake online. Ancharook back here on point now. Kitsune Rush and Dragon Strike here from Ying coming from spawn. Big Brain's going to fall down first. Nesquix back on this venture, digging in, trying to find anything, but is gonna fall. Void Fiber is gonna get the kill. HV6, the last desperation with this Coalescence, is gonna find Slice Bread, but will also fall. It's Ancharook alone on the point, blocking as much as he can. EMP hits 3 from Big Brain, but the follow-up not quite there in time. Big Brain gonna fall. And it's the last gasp here for the Waves. They came so close on this map. Nesquik still on point. HV6 also come back from spawn. But it's a 2v4. The ult from Void Fiber is going to secure the kill. Some more stackers come in, but that's going to be it. It was a close map 4, but the Puffles win it in the end.
Oh.
And they're going to take the series 3-1.
Why? Okay.
Play of
This
the
is not
game.
the right stat line. Sorry, chat. That is not what I meant to put. There we go. Sorry.
GG's all around. It was a close series, quite closer than a lot of people thought it would be.
That was the fun
Hats
part
off to
for
the
us.
Waves. I thought they played well.
Now is the fun
Yeah,
part.
I
for
enjoy
us.
it.
Who gets MVP?
I always enjoy watching it. MVP, huh?
Who are we giving MVP?
I personally have an MVP.
I'll go with yours.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you wanted to fight me for it at all.
No, I don't. You got that one. You got that one.
I'm gonna go with Tanic B. I thought they played phenomenal on the first 2 maps. We saw the Echo. Nobody plays Echo anymore. And
agree.
but especially map 1, they were so prolific on map 1 with that with the Mei. So many freezes onto Panini, just winning them fights over and over. And I think they just played outstanding today, and definitely deserving of MVP.
Definitely. Do you
So
want to get it? Are they available to do interview or?
I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest.
Panic B. Join a VC.
Yeah, you could try to get
MVP
Tanic B in for an interview.
I mean, if they're okay with it, I don't. They might have left their computer already.
I mean, they're still in the lobby, so
Yeah.
see if we can get them somewhere. They might be AFK, considering they were not in that last map. I hope they aren't AFK. That would make an interview kind of hard to... Oh, okay, they're in Pugs 1.
Alright, let's go.
We can go over there.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, Tanic B, you're the MVP we decided on for this game. First question I gotta ask is, you know, how was the win? How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels good. I didn't play the final map, and I did bat poorly on the Survivor, but otherwise that was good. Feels good. My team definitely hard carried me.
No, we thought you did really well, especially on the first 2 maps. That's why we gave you MVP. Obviously, I was super impressed with the Mei play on map 1. It feels like you were getting multiple freezes off every fight, and that was just huge, winning you guys a lot of fights.
That was kind of like the plan. I just didn't want Panini to walk on our backline, and then I kind of did everything in my power to stop him. And it worked out in the end, so I'm good for that.
Takes? Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't let
Yeah.
the tank win the game, someone else has to. So, you know, I'm doing my job.
Yeah, for sure, and you did it really well. Also, we've seen you play more than just the Mei. You were playing the Torb and the Echo on map 2.
Yeah.
I thought the Echo was really good. We've seen some looks from you. You know, do you have like a favorite hero you like to play? Yeah, I know you've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of Torb.
Yeah,
So...
my 2 favorite characters are like Torb and Mei. So if they can work, I'll try to play them. Otherwise, I have other characters. I can play the Reaper, the Hanzo, the Genji, characters like that. Mostly silly characters.
Yeah, for sure. And so you get the hammer kill as well in there, sneak it in wherever you can, right?
Oh yeah, wanted to go for more, but there was no opportunity.
Hey, but you got the 1, right? You got at least you got 1.
That's all that matters.
For sure. Got anything you want to ask, Mistletoe?
The main question I always ask is, if you didn't get MVP, who would you give it to on your team?
I didn't get into that's difficult.
So Classico.
I mean, Void Fiver's always there.
Remember,
like,
if whoever
there's
you
always,
say,
there's always the Void Fiver.
everyone
Honestly,
else will hate
Sonic,
you if you say it.
I think I'll give it to Sonic this game.
Sonic?
He was really good.
That's good. Hey,
you
you lost the map he wasn't in, right? So
yeah. He was also like saying his RAM wasn't good, but his RAM was decent. It was
Ram's
really
good.
better than I was expecting, because he was saying like, oh, I don't have really a good RAM, you know, blah blah blah. But his RAM was good. And I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably give it to Sonic if anything.
yeah, fair enough. I thought he played well. Definitely, probably a good option for you to pick there. But that's gonna be it for the interview. Thank you for joining us, Tanic B, and congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I think that's it for the broadcast today. For MN2 at least. Unsure if it is
Yes.
still going. If it's still going, go watch the other match that is played. If not, yep, go watch Savage Storm versus the Sprinkle Strays. Thanks guys. Thank you, Nave, for co-casting with me.
For sure.